hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping, see you at the crossroads.
Money over my head, here lies young, getting paid.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Let's go, boys.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Gone! Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90!
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
Leopard! Hot!
Jackson from the shotgun. Dancing to his left. Fighting through pressure. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. You know, last week it was unbelievable how many times they were in the backfield. They had 7 sacks. Whatever they had for pregame meal last week, maybe they had it again.
I think they're going to continue to repeat it if they keep this up. But remember, we were at their facility, and we walked past the defensive meeting room, and what did it say over the door? Rush the passer. It's a philosophy. It's a statement. That's who they want to be, and they've been very successful with it.
Yeah, an opening drive sack.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it. He loses it. Somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Let's go! Black. Yo, reach in there, yo.
First down, here's Cousins. And trying to get it to his tight end, Rodgers, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the
Broke-ass
air.
kick meter, fan.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. You know, Charles, season winding down. Time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And they're going to have
That's
this
some
in a
straight
great
bullshit,
spot
bro.
way down in Baltimore territory. It's a big run that time by Bell. 45 yards on the ground.
Cool story, bro.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
All right, now here we go.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and sneak it here. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Kevin.
Yeah.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. They always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And This will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
All right, here we go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First catch of the game for Crabtree. It's a 1st down.
I know it looks like fun to guys like you and me. We're up here in the booth and to everyone watching on television, but are you kidding me? In the snow, that type of a play, in the cold, you know that had to hurt to make that play.
I'm just mad he didn't make a snow angel while he was down there. Opportunity missed.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. All right, here we go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
And he'll take this one down to the 36. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now it's Jackson on the screen. This is Coleman. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39! Gone! 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 Gone!
From the gun, Jackson. Hard throw, incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Lucky 50.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. His throw incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Cousins. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tim Williams makes the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson out to his left. Going deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the former first
That makes no fucking sense, though.
And a big turnover there as his guys
got him
get
beat.
the football back. That had disaster written all
got
over.
him beat,
You got a
bro.
right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Bell so right on his feet. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
bro.
It's a big run that time by Bell. 78 yards.
That's fucking sad. That is sad, bro.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
We're going. Let's go.
Counter. And they'll bring him down after just a short
Let him
pickup.
carry my man
Give him
into
2
the end.
yards
Oh my
on that
God,
one.
like, what?
2nd and goal now.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Second and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken near the 13. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you go lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong...
And the Steeler pressure.
Nobody won against man.
He's going to go down.
Nobody won against man. Okay.
He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Yeah, this game makes no
With a
sense, bro.
dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. With it is Brown. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here. 1st and 10. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Sliding out of the pocket. It's complete to Brown, right side. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. The give is to Bell. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. Back to Heinz Field after this.
Go ahead, go ahead.
A give to Bell. And he gets it inside the 30.
This shit is corny, though.
Just shy of the 30. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. They'll pitch it out to Bell. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
All day. Okay.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins throwing the out route incomplete. It's McDonald, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now they'll try to sweep with Bell. Have a 1st down inside the 10.
Come on, fam. Like,
Take it in for
okay, bro.
touchdown.
All right, son.
Le'Veon Bell with his 13th touchdown of the year and
That's
2nd
why I hope you win, bro.
And the
Please.
Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra
Please win this
point,
game.
and that pushes the lead up to 11. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Jackson.
Look at that rush, bro. Like, what?
He's going down. T.J. Watt in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year.
Good story, bro.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Gone! Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He was looking for Watkins that time, and it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance.
Whoa. Okay. All right. It's a 3-man rush, bro.
As they stop
I'm blocking
6
6.
remaining in this first half. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now Brown. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one
run another toss play, bro, so you can score a
before
touchdown real
halftime.
quick. That's exactly what you're going to do, bro.
Come the Steelers. And from this spot,
Because apparently there's nothing you can do about it.
You think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Hey, steamer. Where's your hot?
Final play of the half. Cousins. He sets to fire deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Play action now, Cousins. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Antonio Brown, AB, with just one hand to complete that catch. Is there anything he can't do?
He has just continued to impress year after year, hasn't he?
He has never forgotten that he wasn't considered an elite receiver coming out of college. I think every snap he takes it upon himself to prove that he should have been.
Now they'll toss it to Bell running left.
Oh, bullshit, bro. He's just spinning in the backfield. All right, bro.
Back at the 35.
Cool, man.
That's going to go as a loss of 2.
It'll
It'll
be
second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Off the play fake, Cousins rolling to his right. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's McDonald, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On third down, here's Bell, and he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. He needed a yard, that's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
We're going, let's go. Where's the hot?
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Dumbest shit I've ever seen in my fucking life.
Cousins now. The quick hitter complete. It's Brown. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
First. Go ahead. Gun.
Cousins now on second down.
Oh my God, bro! Like, so easy. So easy to see that that's there, bro.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Yellow, 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 yellow.
2nd down, Cousins. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll lose
I'm
yardage
straight
on
up,
the
bro.
play back at the
Straight
37-yard
up, man.
line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
What
They
a
try to
fucking
swing it
joke.
out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. To throw, Cousins.
Thank you.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
So, Jimmy.
Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they will finally
Can he go give me the flag?
all the way down near the 40-yard line. So that will be accepted.
Okay, Sonny.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
Good defense on the field, my
Give
friend.
him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
On 2nd down, Jackson. And that one goes incomplete. He's
literally walking right down the middle, bro.
As he threw it.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now.
Green 39! Green 39!
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him. Sack number
I'm blocking
14
6 against a 3-man rush, bro.
He gets this one
Blocking
away,
6
and boy, it's
against a
another
3-man
boomer.
rush, bro. Okay.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to get back on the field. And there are parts parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Go ahead.
Now Bell, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
We're good.
Cousins to throw it. And oh, this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
A no-name fan.
That was a
no-name doing shit like that, bro.
Get it one-handed like that.
Please.
But I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day,
Please.
The gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that, a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in the diving, but they would split too easily.
Standing right in front of the route, bro.
Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started
standing right in front of the route.
And here we are today.
Shit, man.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Okay, give me 20 yards.
And that'll hit at the 5
20 yards, 11
into
points.
the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that. And he whips that one incomplete.
He's walking into the backfield with his player, bro. His user.
They've got to get the tight end
son.
involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
Now let's go.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
Good defense, bro.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field.
Why am I so fucking frustrated with this game, bro? Oh, because it's bullshit, that's why.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now let's go.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. Over the middle, complete. It's Watkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now a play fake here on first down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
3 or 4 man
Watt
rush,
in
man.
there
I
to get
can't.
him.
I
Sack
can't.
number 14 for him on the year.
I can't, man.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Set. Blue lady. Blue lady.
Watch the slack. Watch the slack. Watch the slack. We'll use you.
They go play action with Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go now. Blue lady. Blue lady. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit. Detroit.
Now Jackson on second down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10.
Leopard. Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw is Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about, assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10. To throw is Cousins. Goes underneath for Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Zebra. Yellow. Quaker Omaha. Lucky 48. Zebra. We're going. Let's go.
Throwing is Cousins. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It's a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
Here we go. Hey. We got 3. We got 3. 3 down.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Barry on the punt as he gets this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. And the Ravens taking the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? He goes full extension, and he's got it. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Now Jackson on 1st down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Ravens on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They go play action now. Jackson, they'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field, so he's looking for anyone to throw the football to, but he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it, but he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead, barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll go again with Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Ain't gonna forget this one, bro.
Here's a give to Bell running left. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
I guarantee you will never win another game in this division, bro. Not against this team. Because now we know. Okay. Yeah.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 46. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
The drive will start with an option going left. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
So for Pittsburgh, they finish off the season with a victory, which is the good news. The bad news is that it'll wrap up a dreadful 4-12 campaign. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.